point, the run even better.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Shotgun now for Lance. And that'll be incomplete. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end. And it's 3rd and 5.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Ready, break.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Ready.
And Lance now to throw. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 15-yard line. The 3rd down conversion is successful. Give them 12 yards that time. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Back to the ground attack here is McCaffrey. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 11 more on that one and another first down.
The running game's played a huge part in getting them down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure. And it's a loss of 6.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a 2nd one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Here we go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Danny Gray, a 14-yard touchdown. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
Pickett back to the air on 2nd down. Completes this one to Pickens. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. Going across the formation, he finds Freiermuth. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Looking to throw, Pickett. That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. A 1st and 10 here. And, you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a cycle. Oh, it's intercepted. They got Pickett for the 3rd time in this game. picked off by Fred Warner. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
For the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Ready, set.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Ready, set.
Here's Lance. Back to Deebo Samuel for consecutive catches. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way gun. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
Ready.
Throwing now is Lance. Touchdown! Deebo Samuel with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Niners will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Pickett now to throw off the play fake. He's going to take another shot here. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Fred Warner. Wow, a big mistake there. Late interception in this first half, and that could lead to a field goal try the other way.
Yeah, I think at this point you just had to say, let's take a knee and go into the half and regroup. Let's just talk it over a little bit. I wonder, partner, was the analytics coach in his head a little bit? Maybe go ahead and press it and try and get some points? While the old school coach probably would have said, take the knee, let's get out of here.
Now we could see points the other way here. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Working out of the gun, it's Pickett. Quick completion here to Johnson. And the Steelers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Harris not going anywhere. He'll lose a couple back to the 6. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
2nd down and goal. Pickett. And it's caught. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Deontay Johnson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers use the short field to get in for 6. Boswell good with the extra point, and that cuts this lead down to 13. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now Lance. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. So the completion good for 7 there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Completes it to Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down. This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10.
43 rail.
Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped. A full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Lance looking to throw it. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. A little juke. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another 1st down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 62 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. from the gun, it's Lance. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Here's Lance to throw it. Open. And the ball is knocked out. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Well, you had an offense working with a comfortable 2-score lead here in the 3rd quarter, and certainly doesn't feel as comfortable now following the turnover.
Yeah, you're right about that, because now the nerves start to come into play a little bit.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd. After the sack on 1st down, Pickett. He's got this to Pickens. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Pickett. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Really good coverage all over the field, and it took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
Off play action, Pickett. He gets it complete to Harris. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow, out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
Talk about angling that one perfectly, partner. We know the ball can bounce anywhere, especially how it's shaped. But that one, as if on cue, goes out of bounds perfectly.
Perfect indeed, right at the 1-yard line. Excellent coffin corner punt. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive. As they score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost... Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. When you're on your own 1-yard line like they were, oftentimes you're thinking just run on any down, get some space. There they elect to throw it. It cost them.
You get the sense that they were banking on the element of surprise, right? Everyone expects you to run it there. Let's take a shot. Let's throw it. Try and create some space, some room. And it went awry, didn't it?
3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try and run with Harris. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
Man, not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Again, it's Harris. Trying to find a lane, but he finds nothing but defenders. Stop for no gain at the 2-yard line. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Well, Lance throws the interception, his 3rd. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, 5, and into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. So they obviously declined that, and it is a touchdown.
They still had the option, but let's face it.
There's no option.
There's no option when you score a touchdown. An easy call for them.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for two. Lance going to try to throw for this. And this is going to be caught. So add two more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the fourth. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And that last pick six may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the fourth quarter. They need points quickly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Niners will take over here just shy of the 30. Well, to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6-1, one of the defensive players.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. T.J. Watt able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. And nowhere to hide on that play.
No, there was not, because every exit door, that was surrounded. And I think that was supposed to be a bootleg, but he had no chance to get outside the pocket and try and make a play.
Oh, he'll take a shot from McCaffrey downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. Here comes the 49ers punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Steelers will go on offense here, first and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's a gain of 35. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
They go right back to him for 20 and a first. They'll send the tight end in motion. Pickett to throw on first down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front and getting to them. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking them.
And the Steelers on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be third and a mile. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Pat Freiermuth. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Steelers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
Let's go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Another run with McCaffrey on second down. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 62 yards rushing for him now to this point. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
Ready.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Now Austin. Good coverage there. An even 50-yard punt leads to a return of 5. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Pickett. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Now Pickett. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Looking to throw here, Pickett. Here's Johnson with a reception. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down that they would be looking his way, and they did for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Lockett the man in motion. Pickett to throw. And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, He recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical. Well, Brandon, they're getting to 2-0, and this time they're able to take a knee at the end and secure the victory.
Preseason, coach said their goal, they obviously want to win everything. He said, I think we can get off to a 3-0 start. Well, here they are looking at 2-0 right now. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down. So the victory here for San Francisco, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time.
Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's so many given Sunday now.